The saga of the leaking van continued, together with a couple of other minor disasters as well. Good morning, it is Tuesday 30th of May, day after the bank holiday, and not working today. Today I am taking the van in to see if we can sort out this issue with its leak. And as I said before, the van can be driven, but you're just constantly now having to top up the water, and the leak is quite constant whether the van is running or not. It's a steady drip coming from the rear end of the engine towards the firewall. Now, I'm not an expert, and I don't even propose to be. Obviously, people have given me some good advice. Thank you very much for all your help. And I've looked on YouTube and all the other sources of information. And in my opinion, I think it is the heater matrix. I think the heater matrix has a leak. And now I believe it's a bit of a bugger of a job. The part itself is not dear. I've looked it up. It's only about 40 to 50 pounds. But I think in terms of labour, it's a bit of a beast, because they generally have to remove the dashboard to get to it, or maybe part of it. I've had a look at this dashboard on this Citroen. It is sectioned. There's a middle part that maybe just that bit can come out, or maybe there's a way of doing it from the engine bay itself. I don't know. But first of all, I'm taking it into the garage this morning for them to establish it is that. And you know what it's like if you're a mechanic and then you get someone who's not a mechanic, i.e. me, telling you what's wrong with the van. I don't think they like it very much, do they? You know, me saying it's this and this. So, you know, I'm going to let them have a look at it and decide. They are pretty honest guys, and they've done well by me so far, so I see no reason to doubt them. But that's what I think it is. Now, also, there is something that can be done to stop the leak on a temporary basis if it is the matrix, and it's called like a bypass. Basically, they cut the matrix out of the water system altogether, so you've got an inlet pipe and an outlet pipe going into the matrix, which is accessible from the engine bay. If you join those two pipes, take them two pipes off the back of the matrix and join them together, making a loop, it cuts out the matrix and therefore closes the system again, stopping the leak if it is the matrix causing the leak, and the vehicle won't lose any water, and you can continue to use it. The only thing is you won't have any heating, but at this time of year that is not a problem, because it'd only be a temporary thing anyway. And if it gets too hot, the air conditioner will still work, because that obviously works on its own independent system. So if it is the matrix, and if they say, right, we'll need to order the part and we can do it on this day, then I will ask them if there's any chance if they can just do the loop for the time being, and then that way I can get back working. It might be that they'll say it's the matrix and we're going to get one now and we're going to do it today, in which case that's marvellous. It all depends on them, how quickly they can get the part, and if in fact it is that. If it's anything different than that, then obviously I'll leave it up to them. It might be a split hose somewhere, who knows. But we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Obviously it means I can't work, so the quicker something is done, the better. Well, I could work, but this is the day that they said to bring it in. I'll keep you updated. Right, I'm at Media City at the moment. I just came for my breakfast here down the road. I just had a phone call from the garage, and they've just told me it's the water pump. Not what I thought. And that water pump was replaced under warranty 8 or 9 months ago. So now I'm going to go back and chat to them. But the warranty company put me onto a garage to repair it. They're obviously no good. I could go through the process of taking it back, saying the water pump's faulty, it should be under warranty, blah blah blah. I'll make a decision when I get to the garage, but to be honest with you, I think I'm going to swallow this and get the garage I actually trust to replace this one, and again put another timing belt on. We'll see when I get back. Oh, I've got a bit of sunburn on my nose there. Right, okay, so my speculation about the matrix was completely wrong. It is the water pump. The water pump is leaking, so it's failed, basically. It's failed. It's still working, still pumping water, but it's leaking out either from whatever, some gasket or some part, and it's gone. So the garage have told me that they can do it for me, but not today because they've got to get the part. And they're quite busy. So probably looking at early next week. His advice to me is that he wouldn't advise using the van because it'll get worse. He says you can use it if you have to, but you have to make sure you are completely and utterly topping up your water constantly. And it's losing, say overnight, parked up, it loses about 3 litres of water, then I fill it up. So if you say it could be losing 1 litre an hour, should I use it, should I not use it? Decision time, should I hire a van while it's in? Now this water pump was changed about 8 months ago. Remember when I had that breakdown video? That was the water pump, and it was changed under warranty. So I could, in theory, go back to that garage and say, look, this water pump's failed. But last time, they kept me hanging on for nearly 3 weeks before they even turned a spanner on it. They obviously haven't done a good job, or they may have fitted an inferior copy part. I don't know. And I think I'd sooner have it done by a garage I can trust, i.e. this one. So I think I'm just going to swallow it. The warranty runs out in about 2 weeks anyway. And I don't want to go back to that same garage that did the initial warranty work. So I think I'm going to swallow it. I'm going to get the timing belt done again, and I'm going to get another water pump fitted. It's probably going to cost me, what, 700 quid, something like that. The timing belt would have been due again probably in about 6 months, maybe. So I suppose I'm just getting it done earlier. The water pump is not an expensive part. It's the labour, isn't it, that costs the money. So he's going to ring me tomorrow to let me know when he can get it. He's going to try and get it in early next week for me. He wants it for a full day. His advice to me is, if you have to, use it. If you don't have to, park it up. He's got loads of vehicles in at the moment. He's really busy. So he's going to jiggle things around to get it in. He's going to order the part so everything's ready. So timing belt kit and the water pump. I don't know. But these are, I mean, I've got the money. I've put the money away for things like this. It's the loss of earnings, I suppose. Because now I've got a dilemma. Do I go back into my regular work tomorrow and carry on using the van, just keep topping up the water constantly and drive around like a camel storing water? Or do I think, no, take it off the road? Or should I hire a van, hoping that they're going to keep me in work? Because really, the cost of a hire van is less than, for a week, is less than what I get on that in a day. So it swings and roundabouts now. I'm going to I'll have a bit of a ponder on it and see. But I'll let them ring me and see what happens about the repair. But hopefully it's early next week. It's 1 day and then it's done. But it just goes to show you, warranties, if the garage that the warranty company send you to are not much cop, is it worth paying out for a warranty? I have had an invitation to renew that warranty, but I'm not going to bother. I think I'd sooner pay out the 700 odd quid or whatever it's going to cost out of my own money to a garage that I use all the time now, knowing that they look after it. So, never mind. These things happen, don't they? So, my baby is now, well, she can still be driven, but I'm taking her off the road just for her own safety. And I've elected to hire a van for about a week. And if you remember the last time I had a van, I had a small van and said that it really wasn't my cup of tea. So this time I've hired another small van. The reason for that is simple. We could not get hold of a long wheelbase van. One firm offered me one, but then said I had to arrange my own insurance, which was then just going to go through the roof because my citizens insurers wanted a stupid amount just to insure it for the week, whilst at the same time keeping the insurance on this van. So I've just elected, you know what, I'll just hire this small van because this company will give you the hire and reward cover included. So I've just put the basics inside of some blankets and things like that there. Bit of a trolley, some straps hid behind there. Floor's a bit of a mess. I might actually put one of those blankets on the floor. But they do like a courier package for the week. It may end up being more than a week, I don't know. I could have taken the week off, I know, but I've just had a load of time off. So I don't particularly want to carry any more baggage over. So this, by the way, is a Vauxhall combo. And I think it's the poverty spec one. It doesn't have Apple Play, so I've had to dig my spare phone out to use as a sat-nav. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use for the next week or so. Wish me luck, because I'm back on the Courier exchange. Good morning. It's 31st of May. It is the last day of the month, and I am currently sat in one of the spare bedrooms in the house because everyone's fled the nest, so we've got 3 spare bedrooms. And I've not converted, but I use one as a bit of an office now, getting a bit of the old paperwork up to date. And at the same time, looking on the feed, it is 25 to 8, and no luck so far. But then again, I didn't really start looking until 15 minutes ago. I did have a look yesterday evening, see if I could pick anything up, but most of the work had gone by the time I'd finished transferring things to the van. So I am, excuse me, gonna look to see and pick up some work for the small van today. And at the same time, getting all my books up to date, getting ready to do my VAT for the end of the month. There are some payments due in today, I think. I got some in yesterday, hopefully coming today, get everything boxed off. And I'll let you know how it gets on. I did, you have to excuse this frog in my throat. The van is going in, I think it's Tuesday next week, to have the new timing belt and, of course, a replacement water pump done. I did speak to the warranty companies today who did the work, and basically they wanted me to take it back to the same garage that did the original work. But I'm not going to do that because I don't trust them. And I figure this, I'm going to be chasing them for some money after. I probably won't be successful, but I'll have a go. That's further down the line. I want a garage I can actually trust to do the job. They're going to take out the water pump that's in and keep it, so we can check that they actually did use a proper genuine part. I've got my suspicions that they didn't, and it was a rubbish one anyway, but that's by the by. At the end of the day, it's off the road, isn't it? And nothing I can do. I decided to hire a van because, quite frankly, it just cabbaged me head in now. Being off for, over a week, having been off for quite a while, and then been off for the whole bank holiday weekend gardening. Just want to get out and do something. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and pick up some work. And I'd like to know, I did actually get signs for the van, courtesy of my friend James from Hargreaves Freight. Have a look at them. Pretty smart then, quite chuffed with them. So I'll be keeping them on the van unless I'm doing a job for someone on the CX where it says plain van only. And then I can advertise Amber Logistics, can't I? Anyway, onwards and upwards. I'll let you know how we get on later on in the week. I think it was Mario Balotelli said, "Why always me?" This is my hire van I picked up last night. I'm in Leeds at the moment. I've been doing all right today. Picked up some work. And this has just come on. Emissions warning, do not restart after 50 miles. Fortunately, these have got a branch in Leeds where I am. So I've brought it in. They're either going to have a look at it, try and fix it, or hopefully just put me in another van. But you just can't get a roll going, can you? I don't know. See what this guy says when he gets out, eh? Sometimes you just can't make it up, can you? Right, well, I'm in Leeds. I've lost my mojo now. I think I might go home. They've got this van going again. I think they were determined not to cop for this van at the other branch in Leeds, because they've got a branch in Manchester, branch in Leeds, and Manchester said, "Oh, take it to Leeds and they'll swap you over." We'll ring them. And when I got there, they hadn't bloody rang him. And the bloke come out and he said, "Oh, I might be able to sort that out." So he put his scanner on it, and then he went underneath, unplugged something, plugged it back in, double checked the AdBlue, cleared it all, and said, "Right, you'll be good to go." And then muttered good luck under his breath as I drove out the gates. No longer his responsibility. Anyway, forget it. Done a couple of jobs today, not really brilliant. Would have been better had I got another one, but I've had a bit of time wasted with that now, and it's 5 to 4. I'm in Leeds. If anything comes up, getting back home, I'll bid for it. I'll concentrate on getting something tomorrow. But the good news is my van is going in Monday morning. I'm going to drop it over the weekend, and he's going to do it Monday morning. So by Tuesday, I should have my van back anyway. And this hideous thing can go back to the hire company on Monday evening. Ugh. Anyway, so all I'm going to do the rest of the week now is carry on just picking a bit of small van work up on the CX. There is work out there, definitely. I'm not saying it's the best work, but today I've got £1 a mile for my work, which I think is a fair price for a small van. But I will confess, I have put a lot of bids in, and a lot of them I didn't get anything, didn't get a sniff, didn't get looked at. So I think the going rate appears to be about 80 pence a mile in my view, which I don't think is enough. I think you should be getting £1 a mile. Anyway, good news is my van's back on Tuesday, barring a disaster. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you would subscribe to it, if you don't already, I'd be grateful. Or give us a thumbs up to say you like it. Take care, everybody.